Hi, I'm Nancy Norman, and this is Weekly Wisdom. Before we get started on the completion of our lessons on how to set your goals for the new year and how to look at your dreams and desires and make them a reality, I want to share with you what our upcoming class will be. Next Wednesday, I will start a class based on the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, by an early metaphysician and spiritual teacher by the name of Florence Scovel Shinn. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote this book in 1925, and it has been a classic ever since. It has changed people's lives. I can't tell you how many people have told me they started their spiritual study through the reading of The Game of Life and How to Play It. So I encourage you before next week to get a hold of this book called The Game of Life and How to Play It. I have my particular favorite. It includes all four of her article or books. It's called The Writings of Florence Scovel Shinn, The Game of Life and How to Play It, Your Word is Your Wand, The Power of the Spoken Word, and The Secret Door to Success. That's all in this magnificent book. So I encourage you to order it because it does belong in your library. So that's for next week. And next week we will continue to move into a greater understanding of ourselves and how to work with the spiritual laws of the universe. This is our last class on goals, dreams, and affirmations. Goals, dreams, and desires. And we continue to work with those ideas. Your goals, dreams, and desires are not static. So often we write something down the first of the year and think that's it. Well, I want you to know that our goals, dreams, and desires are always expanding and growing and changing. So don't think of these goals and these dreams, these desires you have as set in concrete. They are growing, changing, and expanding. The greater good is always ready to manifest in our lives. And we have to accept it. We have to remember that our goals are not static. They're growing. They're expanding for our greater and greater good. Remember, there's good for you, and you ought to have it. Now, sometimes people think that desires, if they have a desire, it's like wishful thinking. And really, that can be nothing further from the truth. I want to share with you something from a book called The Lessons in Truth by Emily Cady. And she talks about desires. She said, remember this, desire in the heart for anything is God's sure promise, sent beforehand to indicate that it is yours already in the limitless realm of supply. And whatever you want, you can have for the taking. In Psalms 37:4, we read, take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. This is such an important passage. Desires are not wishful thinking. Desires, it's really God tapping on the door of your consciousness saying, that which you desire, that you are thinking about right now, it's yours. So open your mind and open your heart, open your life and accept it. Desire in the heart for anything is God's sure promise, sent beforehand to indicate that it is yours already in the limitless realm of supply. Whatever you want, you can have for the taking. Take delight in the Lord, for it is his good pleasure to give you that desire. So, as we think about that, we think it is God's joy, it is God's gladness, it is God's pleasure, it is God's delight, as we see it in the Bible, to give us a kingdom. And I like to say, and it is my pleasure to receive it, to live it, to experience it. It is the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, and it is my good pleasure to receive it. It is your good pleasure to receive it. So desire in the heart. All of us have those magnificent desires. It's God telling us, this thing that you desire, it's ready to come into your life. Now, there were some words of wisdom that were spoken many years ago by Napoleon Hill, the man who wrote the book Think and Grow Rich. And he advised his readers, there is one quality that one must possess to win, and that is definiteness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants, and a burning desire to achieve it. Write it down, and when you write those goals, dreams, and desires down, it becomes a reality. It's amazing how it begins to manifest in your life. Now, when you write those goals, dreams, and desires down, I want you to remember to write them down in the present tense. Don't phrase your goals as I will or I want. When we do that, we're putting the end result off into the future. We want it now. We want to phrase our goals, dreams, and desires in a very positive present tense. And I want to just share just a few things. So we wouldn't say, I will have a new career in 2018. That's putting it out down the road. But rather, why not put down in your goals, dreams, and desires book, I am so happy. There are people looking for exactly what I have to offer. My new career is fabulous. What I am seeking is seeking me. Feel the emotion. It's like now, because it's ready to come into your life right now. How about prosperity? If we want more prosperity in our lives, say, thank you, God. My income is constantly increasing. Thank you, God. My income is constantly increasing. That's a good thing to remember probably every single day. Thank you, God. My income is constantly increasing. And then there's health. This is a great one. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. I am healthy, whole, well, and complete, exactly as God created me to be. My body knows it, and my body shows it. So, here are the steps to setting your goals, realizing your dreams and your desires. The first step, remember, the first step is to give thanks for all that you have experienced in 2017. List the things that have made an impression upon you. List the things that you are grateful for. Step number 2, release and let go of all, I'm underlining all, resentments, unforgiveness, and anger. It's a thing of the past. It's not your problem. Leave it in the dust. And number 3, write down your goals, dreams, and desires. So, we started this series off by saying that we are not wishing these goals, dreams, and desires to become a reality in our lives in 2018. We are, with confidence, expecting them to become a beautiful part of our lives. Oh, one more thing I want to share with you. I always end all of my dreams, goals, and desires. The very last page, I write this or something better, dear God, whatever is for my highest good and the highest good of all concerned. Happy 2018. Remember, next week, a whole new series. God bless you.